Hi, my name is Claire. I'm a UNCW student trainer, and the dog that I'm training is Jackson. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what we did training-wise this week. Well, we did a lot actually. So he was actually at a bump the previous week, so I didn't get to see him then. So this week we wanted to make sure that I would have a lot of time to spend with him. So on Tuesday as a class, we went to group training at Party City and Marshalls. That was a good experience for Jackson. But he did relatively well. I mean, he does really well going to stores in general, so it wasn't difficult for him. We didn't really notice anything that we really needed to work on. There were just a few things like we practiced using a suitcase and like pushing it around him and things like that. And he was a little bit timid of that, but with time he got over that very quickly, so that was good. And then on Friday I took him to the special needs classroom at Ashley High, and he did really well there. He just laid down and the kids seemed to love him, and he seemed to love it too. He just laid there and let them pet him, and he wasn't overexcited with anybody or he wasn't aggressive at all, obviously, but yeah, he did really well with the kids. And then on Friday I also took him to Hugh McRae for a while, and we just walked around there for a long time, and we practiced heeling and side command, and he's a really good walker, so that wasn't difficult for him. We also made sure that he was paying attention to me, like we went next to the ducks and things like that to make sure that he was paying more attention to me than them, and he did good with that too. And then I also took him to Panera that night, and that was a little bit of a struggle. I realized that I should probably take him to restaurants midday rather than late at night, because it was about 8 o'clock at night, and he gets really hungry because he hasn't eaten since the morning, so that's a big factor because he was very distracted and was constantly looking at me and, I don't know, like begging and not wanting to lay down and things like that. So we'll have to work on that for sure, and I will definitely be going to more restaurants to work with him. And then on Saturday morning, we went to the nursing home, and he did really well there too. The people really liked seeing him, and he was great with the visit command and just laid his head on their laps, and he was good. So, also on Sunday and on Saturday, we did wheelchair training. I didn't do wheelchair training on Saturday. That was Mallory, so I'll talk about mine on Sunday. We went to Whole Foods first, and that was actually a lot more difficult than I had expected. The aisles are so small there. They're not really wheelchair accessible. They are to a certain extent, but it's difficult, especially trying to get things off the shelves that are high up. But Jackson did pretty well. He was a little bit timid of certain things, and there was a lot of tight spaces where he would need to go behind me, and sometimes he would be a little bit hesitant about that. And food, there was a lot of food there, so it was hard for him to remember like not to sniff things. I mean, we were good with making sure we corrected that behavior, but sometimes he would get a little bit weird and spooked by some things that the wheelchair would do, but overall, as time went on, he got a lot more used to it and comfortable. And at Lowe's, it was actually a lot better because the aisles there are huge, so we had a lot of space for the wheelchair and for Jackson too, so it was great, and he actually carried around some stuff for me, which was nice. And yeah, we ended on a great note on Sunday, so yeah, that was training this week, and I'm actually taking him home with me for Easter break, so I will let you know what training we do there. Thanks, bye.